Hey, clone. I'm doing good. Actually, doing a little bit better than I was yesterday, so I'm excited. I hunted a monster earlier. It took me 7.5 minutes, but I was able to do one, and my hand didn't hurt too terribly much, so I stopped. I figure I'm still better off with puzzle games for this week at least. Well, at least until I don't have to sit here with an ice pack. Alright, let's see. Let's get started. Doo-doo-doo. Hey, everybody. Welcome to, I guess this is going to be puzzle night for Blueprints. As I said, as I was just coming online here, I just played a little bit of Monster Hunter earlier just to see if I could reach all of the buttons, and it worked pretty well. It wasn't very fast on the buttons, and I definitely couldn't do multiple hunts in a row. But progress, we're making some good progress. So tonight we are going to be playing Blueprints, and we'll see if my brain is working. I didn't take as much. I don't think I took a pain pill at all today, which is interesting. So yeah, we'll see. I'm sitting here with my my ice pack, and hopefully I can think through some puzzles. All right, let's go ahead and switch over to that. Let's see. Turn that down. Turn that up. Put my volume up for Blueprints. Do let me know if the volume is out of whack, but I think it should be fine. And let's see. All right, let's get the game controller out. Alrighty, new game. This is the first time I played this, so I have no idea how this goes. Hey, Mars. Did you make it safely to your plane this morning? All right. Oh, nice storming effects in the background. It's all very cinematic for an opening to a puzzle game.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me.
Okay.
I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly.
All right.
The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner.
What is a timely manner?
Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse.
Huh.
In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
It's really ominous music for this. Am I gonna get spooked during this game? Because that's really ominous music. Hey Mars, you should try to get some sleep if you can, but yeah, I get it's gonna be real difficult with all the kids and having to watch the parents and kids interact. Let's see, okay, so we're entering the house. What are the steps? Is that like how many rooms I can go into, or did I lose my game? My controller not work? Hold on. Where's my mouse? Okay, there we are. Sorry, I didn't have my mouse selected, so I couldn't use the controller. Okay, let's see what we got here. Open in the event of my death, okay. Welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did on those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you're fully aware of my last wishes and all of the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intention in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing would have been further from my mind when I chose you as heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from outside. Okay. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. Okay. And you may not stay overnight. Huh. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it's very important to me that you should start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. Hey, Nix. Welcome, welcome. Alright. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. My grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path, and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and best wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. Alright. So even the dead guy does not know what his house contains. That's heartening. Okay, so there's our blueprints. So we can access the blueprints by our right trigger. And I guess right now we don't have anything except the entrance hall. That makes sense. Apparently magic house, yeah. Alright. Okay, so the antechamber to the room, I guess, is what that top room is. So let's look around the room, see if there's anything else interesting in here. Probably not. I don't see any tools or anything we can pick up. Here's something. What do I got here? Each time you enter the room, you'll lose a step. Okay? When you no longer have any steps left, you'll be too tired to continue searching and must call it a day. Alright, so we have 50 rooms, basically. That's what it seems like. Okay, so let's pick a door. Any door. Well, my rule, always go left. No matter if dungeons or anything, always go left first. Alright, let's see. Well, if we go in the bedroom, we get 2 more steps. It looks like it has an exit out. Good. The closet has some stuff in it, but there's no exits. And the hallway has 2 exits. I'm probably gonna go with the bedroom just to have the extra steps. Okay, so we're coming in here. I gained a step, even though I lost a step. Let's see what we got. Greetings from Reddington. Postcard, huh? Okay. Anything else interesting in here? That's a picture. I wonder if that's my mother. Let's see. religious-y thing there. Can we get in the box? It's locked. Okay, well, we don't have a key. Not yet, anyway. Can't get anything out of drawers, it looks like. Nope. Okay, so let's go through our door and see what else we got here. Oh. Ooh, the storeroom is going to give me a key, but it will lock off this path. But I think that's okay. I want the key and stuff. Because we can come back in here and find out what that key does. Ooh, looks like there's a shovel in here. Shovel is a good thing to have. Pick that shovel up. Okay. Not sure what I'm digging, but I will take it. I have a gem now. Alright, and then the key. Okay, anything else in here? Any notes or anything? Looks like there might be a note there. Can I... Yep, there we go. Aw, it's a cute little bird drawing. That's adorable. Okay. So this used to be a kid's room or something, I see. Oh, and there's my money. Okay. Alright, so I guess that's all there is in here. Should I use my key? Let's use the key. And see what we got. Ooh, monies. Alright, so we just exchanged a key for lots of monies. Now we're keyless again, but that's okay. So far, so good. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done that one yet. Let's see. Closet, another closet, a hallway, or a corridor. Alright, well, a hallway is gonna... Here, let me see my map real fast. Alright, yeah, the hallway will run into the storeroom there and be a useless door. So I guess we don't want that. Let's go with the corridor then. Yeah, let's go with the corridor. Okay, which is just a hallway by another name. Is there anything in here? There's a hat. Nothing I can pick up? Alright. Okay. Let's see. Parlor. That lavatory really wants to be built because it's come up twice now, 3 times. Or a pantry. Look at our map again. Let's go with the parlor. Parlor has a puzzle in it, I assume, is what that puzzle piece means. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we'd been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of the evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I'd played some years back, involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of the game when I had found the time, and I have included this letter all the details that you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. Bye, Mars. Have a good trip. Let's see. There will always be at least 1 box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least 1 box that displays only a false statements. And only 1 box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. Alright. Pick that up. I guess I might need that. Anything else in here other than the boxes? Okay, boxes. This statement appears on another box. The blue box is empty. This statement appears on another box. Okay, So this statement appears on another box is true in both cases, which means that this one must be false. So the blue box must have the gems in it, right? Yay, gems! Alright, well that was easy. I'm assuming all of the puzzles in here are going to be that easy, right? Definitely. Okay, now let's see. What have we got here? Got our map going that way. Alright, the den goes down and up. We could go to the chapel. Okay, go to another hallway. The den is a room that requires a gem. Let's go with the den. See what we get with the den. Very curious about how all of these rooms are going to intersect and interconnect and such. I like to see as many room types as I can. Okay. That's a gorgeous clock. Let's see. Is there anything in here? Ah, there's a gem. Okay. Oh, so it had a gem. I thought it cost a gem. Whoops. Well, we're getting a lot of gems. There's nothing else in here, it looks like. Nothing else interesting. Okay, so let's go down, which is going to be to my left. Okay. Nook has a key. Closet has items or spare room. You know what, this is going down. Let's go ahead and go get that closet and mark it off and then block this off. What do we got in the closet? Get gem. And we got monies. And that was our two items. Was a gem and monies. Well, that was less than helpful. I was hoping there was actually tools or something in here. Doesn't seem to be anything else we can interact with. Nope. Okay. Alright, going across to the other door. Let's see what we got. Ooh, kitchen. Yep, let's go in the kitchen. Kitchen will give us a... Oh, took a thing, okay. So the kitchen says... So we can get... Okay, a banana gives us 3 steps. A club sandwich gives us 15 steps. And a chef salad would give us 5 steps for every green room in our house. So, do we want a few extra steps? I mean, we could get a club sandwich. Give ourselves 15 extra steps to play with for the day? Sure. That sounds like a good plan. Alright. So we've eaten. And we're looking around. See anything interesting else in here? Nope. Just the foods. Okay. Ooh. It's a security room. Let's see, the pantry gives us more money. Or the security room. Or the church. Okay, the church would open on the ways I have. The pantry would open into nothing. And security would have a dead end, but it would open the same way that the chapel does, really. Actually, no, I wouldn't. Chapel would give me a better opening. Let's go to the chapel. I'm assuming I don't want to cut off any paths, because if I've got to find all of these doors, then I need to, have room to put them all in the house, right? And open them. Pretty chapel, though. Nothing in here? No notes or anything lying around? Alright. So... keeping with the keeping, always go left. Let's see, hallway, passageway, lavatory. Let's see. Now that'll block off the up way. A passageway would take 2 gems. Do I want to spend gems? Yeah, because I need the path up. This is a dark, like a secret passageway. Nice. I've got a weird back rooms kind of thing going. Okay. Alright, let's see what's here. We need something that does not have a door. Oh, I guess bedroom looks like that fits the bill. And I got extra steps for being here. Yay! Okay, let's see. What do we got? Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I have seen a billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I've always enjoyed your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. So apparently there's a math game in the billiards room. And a gem. Okay. Any notes or books or anything we can read? Nope. Alright. So we filled that out. I guess now we go to the next left. Should be. It's just a junction box. Okay. Next left would be this way. Ooh, draw new floor plans. Drafting in this room. There's the dining room, but I don't need the meal. I've already done that. And the pantry would lead me down that way. Or the drawing room would lead both ways. Let's go to the drawing room. We have gems. Alright. What goes on in the drawing room? Other than, drawing, apparently. Let's see. Oh. Okay, drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Nice. So I'm assuming this is one that lets us redraw. Okay, so both of them I had a down and an up here, right? Alright, let's go down and close off that path. So down would be, down would be to my right, which is weird going right. Going right is always wrong. Ooh, a greenhouse. Do I want to redraw or do I want to keep my greenhouse? I kind of like the idea of having a greenhouse. Yeah, let's keep the greenhouse. I have a feeling maybe I can shovel in here because I picked up that shovel. No? Can't shovel in here anywhere? Oh, that sucks. Ooh, but I got a hammer. Nice. So I can open trunks with it. Okay. And anything else over here? No? Just looking around outside the woods. Alright. Looked like there was a note there. Is that something I can read? Yes. Oh, it's music. trees. Nice. Why do I feel like I should be taking notes? Can I do anything with the switch here? No. Alright. So we've done that, and that should have blocked off that way down there. Alright, so that corner is well and goodly blocked. So up we go. Let's see. I don't have enough gems for the veranda. Don't need that. Let's redraw. Okay, the patio just requires 1 gem, and the nursery requires 1 gem. The other one is a spare room, but both of them would be... Oh no, the patio has a door. That actually would probably be a good... Yeah, let's do that. So spread gem in each green room. Wonder if I go back to the other green room if it'll have a gem in it now. Ooh, a pile. I can shovel. Ooh, an old tin can. Nice. I found worthless trash. And that's just a rock. Oh, hey, it's another shovel. Coin! Okay. So there's a gem. With a shovel, you can... Alright, well, we figured that part out. So should I try to walk back over to the greenhouse and see if it has a gem in it? Or you think that'd be a waste of steps? Because that would be 1, 2 steps to get back in there. Yep, I am curious if things appear only when they're drafted or if they appear after. So we're going to find out. Okay, so we're going to look, see. Looks like there is a gem in here now. So if things appear in a particular type of room, they will appear after it's already there. Cool. Okay, so now we've learned something. Before I go back that way, we need to take the patio. Yeah, let's go to the patio. And across. What have we got here? Let's see. Ooh, an aquarium. Well, that sounds kind of fun. But it wouldn't fit in the... It would mean I'd have a blocked off passage, but do I care? Actually, I don't really care. I want an aquarium. Aquarium seems adorable. It's got fishies. I now have fishies in here. Oh, and whoops. And apparently a dig spot in here with the fishies. Ooh, more coins. Cool. Okay. Fishies. Cute. Alright, I can't go through this door because this door's the one that's locked. Right? No. Oh, right, it's the door from the other side that's going to be locked. So can I open this door? Nope, it's locked. Okay. Oh, they're both locked. That's unhelpful. Crap. Okay, I don't have any keys, so I guess that means I have to go back and lose some steps to get back to an open door. Alright. I can't go that way. Let's see, what's the quickest way to get to the next door? Just straight through to the chapel? Yep. And lose the gold for going through the chapel? Yay. Okay. I can get a key in the nook. But let's see, the Nook will block me off from that end of the house, though. But I will have to go back through the aquarium to to move on. Yeah, that's okay, because I'll have a key to do it with. So it does in fact want me to have notes. Awesome. Crap. I don't want to take notes. Okay. Well, this opens the door over here into the aquarium. And now we're going to use our key to get through this door. Don't have enough gems for the cloister. So we can go spare room or hallway. Do I already have a hallway? I don't. Let's go with the hallway. Okay. Interesting. Well, I don't want to spend the gems for the other ones, so let's go out to the terrace, shall we? Which I think means I do not have another room in this direction. But, oh, a banana. That gives me some steps back. Sweet. Now we're looking out over everything. Nice. Can I drink coffee too? No? It's empty. Okay. So I gotta go the other way through the hallway and hope it leads somewhere good, because I think this is like the last path I have for today. Alrighty. What's this say? Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Excellent. Okay. So, this door's locked. Do I have any other doors I can take, or am I screwed for the day? All the way back down here, I have one door off of the entrance hall. Alright, let's go all the way back down to the entrance hall then, shall we? And see if we get something interesting down there. Kitchen. Den. Parlor. Right. Yep. Okay, corridor. And then entrance hall. Jeez. This gets all confusing real fast, doesn't it? Well, I could get the locksmith and buy keys. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, how do I buy keys? Locksmith, 1 key. I don't have enough for 3. I don't have enough for keys. Excellent! Lockpicking kit would be nice. Okay, so I don't have enough for keys after I came in here. So I think I am done for the day. Does anybody see a path that I missed? I don't see one. Wait. Off the hallway up there, there's a... Oh no, that's locked. That's the locked door. Alright, so yeah, I have to call it a day, because I don't have any way to... Alright, calling it a day. Tomorrow I will awaken to find the rooms have all been reset. Yeah, great. Awesome. Okay. Not a terrible first day. We had some cool items, but didn't have really anything we could do with it. I need to try to conserve my keys, I guess. Now it's day 2. Is that the same letter in them here? Looks like the same letter. Okay. Same. Everything in here is the same as yesterday. Okay. Cool, cool. Let's get a parlor first, shall we? Let's pick up the key. I don't see anything else in here. Let's see what our boxes say. This box is one of the 2 empty boxes. Two boxes in this room are empty. There are 3 boxes in this room. Okay, well, 3 boxes is true. And there has to be 2 empty boxes because both of these say empty boxes. But this one cannot be one of the 2 empty boxes because the other 2 are both true. Right? Yay! Gems. Alright, silly logic puzzles. Yay for silly logic puzzles. And let's go. It keeps wanting me to get a lavatory, so I'm going to go ahead and just take the lavatory early today and see what's in here. Okay, it's a bathroom. That's it. Nothing interesting. No weirdness in the trash or anything, or the bathtub. Just a bathroom. Alright, maybe it'll stop pushing it on me every damn time now. Okay. Let's see. This one. 2 dead ends or a chapel. Great. I don't think I have any money, so I probably can't go in the chapel. Let's see. Was I allowed to take my money home? Well, I don't have any money, but it let me come in here. So, excellent. Let's see, anything on the benches or anything? Still nothing? Okay. And let's see. Alright. Let's try up. Uppies. Got a bedroom. Let's go to the bedroom. Okay. The bedroom gives me 2 extra steps. Cool, cool, cool. Not that it matters. We ended yesterday with like 40 steps still. There's no box in here today since we unlocked the box yesterday. Alright. Let's see. Let's go to the spare room and get over to that last column. Can pick up tape? No, apparently not. Paint roller. My uncle's kind of let parts of his house go, hasn't he? Alright, the den is going to have a gem in it. So put the den there, and that gives us paths both up and down. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Let's grab our gem. Alright. I don't see anything else interesting here, so let's go ahead and take... This is the path down, right? Yep. See if we can get in here. Alright, the West Wing Hall or Courtyard. Ooh, or a utility closet. If I take the utility closet, that will block off just one room down there. Yeah, let's do that. Because I want to know what that breaker box is and what it's for. Okay. turning breakers on everywhere. Alright, I don't know what this is all for, but I'm assuming something somewhere is going to tell me what this is all for. Any items in here? Who keeps paint cans on top of their furnace? That's unsafe. Okay. So now we're going to go across and go up. West Wing Hall. And hopefully I drafted that correctly. Ah, yeah, I did. Okay. This place is very curious. Alright, so we've got we can go back out that way, or we can go up. Corridor, storeroom, courtyard. Well, I could use a key and some money, so let's go ahead and do that. And I know that's going to block me at least for a little bit, but I think we'll be okay. Alright, was there anything else in here today? Is it same? Do we have that same cute little picture? Yeah, isn't that a cute little picture? Little birdie in a bathing suit. Yeah, old-timey bathing suit. Okay. Alright, now we're going this way. I think we're going to have to go with the hall. No, I don't like that. The commissary. No, don't like that. Alright, hallway it is. Now we're starting to have a really weird-ass house layout. Let's go up. This is locked. Let's use the key. Ooh, security. What's the security room? Is this us when we were younger, or is this us now? I can't really tell. But it seems like this was important since we get a cutscene for it. Okay, cool. Let's just see what rooms are already in the house, I guess. Okay, and touch yourself. Don't know that that's necessarily what you're supposed to do, but interesting. Alright, we're here. Notes. Blue memos are true, red memos are lies. Okay. Is that a red memo because the I symbol on it is red? Key cards. Turn it to off if it goes offline. And can I set the security level? To low. Okay. So I bet that that's what the breaker was for. If we go back and we flip the breaker, it'll turn this off and set it to the unoperational. A lot of good old-fashioned VHS tapes in here. Alright. Anything cool? Oh, I can look at the inventory. Apparently there is nothing in the house that I have not picked up yet. Alright. It's good to know, I guess, right? That I didn't miss anything in a room. Okay, where was the utility closet? It's all the way back down there. I think I'm going to go back down and turn off the key cards. In case I somehow get a room that has key cards. What else is going on over here? Nothing? Just coffee? Ooh, memos. Okay, that's a red memo. Okay, so that means the antechamber is locked and access levers are required to grant entry. Okay. All right. Okay, let's go back to the... Let's waste some steps going back down to the utility closet and turn off the key cards. Okay. So now the key card locks should all be open. Okay, now I have to go back up and take that door in security. Okay. Yeah, the boot up sound on the that old computer is... There are lots of old memories there. Okay. Let's see. I may God damn it. I should have probably checked that before I went back, because now I've taken all those extra steps to get back up here and I can't do anything about it. So we gotta go back down to the chapel. The chapel or the entrance hall. That's where my rooms are. I may actually run out of steps this day. I still think we've uncovered something very important with the key cards. And I'm hoping that that stays that way across multiple days. Hold on. Is it this way? Yep, this way. Alright. Okay. Oh, I had money to give to the chapel today, huh? Alright. Well, taking the guest bedroom will give me extra steps, which I'll need because I'm going to have to go all the way down to the entrance hall at that point. Actually, that'll lock me out pretty much, because I would only be able to do one room off the entrance hall and that's it. So I guess I need... Actually, I guess I'm pretty much locked out for the day as it is. So I don't need that. I might as well do this because I'm going to run out. The day's almost over. Let's see what we got for sale. Ooh, red memo. Okay, the commissary will not be closed from day 12 to day 16. Good to know. Effective, blah, blah, manage electronically. Security and in the laboratory. So there's also a computer in the laboratory. A good video game. Actually, sorry, an old arcade game. 50% off on days 21 and 20. Alright, what can we buy? I don't have any money, so, but it's nice to know what there is. Sledgehammer, sleeping mask, running shoes, and a magnifying glass. Okay. Interesting. Alright, well, let's take our last room. I get the room that has a key. And that'll let me waste my steps to go back up to security. Okay. Anything else in here? Oh, I can get over. Cool. So let's go ahead and follow this one without not going back. Let's see. One key for each bedroom in your house. That sounds good. I know I have at least one bedroom. Where are my keys? Hartley, I know we've spoken often this day, and I don't think there's anything I can say of the past 40 years that I haven't already attempted to tell you numerous times in the past. Half-stated gratitude always interrupted with tearful and polite repudiations from you. I had always known this final letter would give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and unfettered by social graces, but I don't feel the inclination to say aloud what has always been unsaid between us. With my passing, I release you from your post and service to the Sinclair family and implore you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms, as scary and unfamiliar of a concept that may be. Besides, I think a more junior valet would be better suited to meet the needs of the young Master Simon. To that end, if you wish, you may stay long enough to oversee the training and establishment of your successor in their post, but as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you to quit must be satisfied. Ignoring what I imagine your objections might be after reading this, I've decided to leave the lake house in Trinsdale to you and your family. My lawyers have all the details of the gift and will be contacting you shortly about the particulars. For the past 4 decades, you have served willingly as the subject and victim to my many whims, games, and riddles, and so rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put to yet another challenge to prove yourself worthy in this matter. That house is yours without strings or stipulation. I had for a time gleefully entertained the notion of employing Anne as the house manager of your new residence, but I knew the humor of such a prank would be entirely lost on you, to say nothing of her. Until we meet again, my friend. He seems like a nice guy. Our uncle. So did I actually not have any bedrooms in this one? Shit. Oh no, I have one, so I should have a key in here. Somewhere. Ah, hanging. There we go. Cool, cool. Okay. So that's all we can do that direction. So now we got to go back up to the security office. Okay, back up to the security office we go. I've still got a little bit of steps left in me. I'm still spry. Doo-doo-doo. Sad that I know the way to the security office. Mostly. Oops. I went too far. No, that's right, because I had to go because of the spare room. Yeah, so I have to go this way. Then this way. Okay. We're running out of rooms. Now that I've got all these keys. Ooh, a bedroom would give me 10 more steps, but I wouldn't have any place to use it. Because that's the last door. So we're going to have to take this. Okay, drawing room will let me redraw when I leave here. There's nothing in here. So I can go down or right. Let's go this way. Okay, that'll give me 10 extra steps to use, even though there's really nothing in here I don't think I can use. Yeah, okay. Well, we got that 10 extra steps though, which is useful. So now let's go the other way. Okay, the bunk room counts as 2 bedrooms, but it doesn't have any doors. Let's see. The dining room doesn't have a door that goes out the direction I need, but the kitchen does. And I don't have any gems. Okay, we're done. This is the this is our last room. Ugh. Alright, well. Because I can't get the... Oh no, I can redraw because I'm in the drawing room. Sweet. The Great Hall has 7 locked doors. Neato. I have 2 keys. Let's take us a Great Hall. Okay, let's see. Let's use a key. Let's see what we got. Let's see. I don't have gems for a courtyard. Let's go with closet. Sorry about the dogs, you know, the usual. Okay, key. Excellent. Good, good. Okay. Let's see, I've got 2 more keys. Pick a door, any door. Let's say that one. That one doesn't lead anywhere because it can't, right? That makes sense. Okay, hold on. Where can it go? Ah, actually, I guess I can't go anywhere else because I screwed myself on that. Excellent. So I think we're done. But since we've got 1 more key, let's go ahead and open 1 more door for fun. See if there's anything in there. But I don't think there is. Oh! A disc! An upgrade disc. Inserted into the terminal to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. Alright, well, I don't have any more doors for the day, so I'm going to be done, but I don't see any reason why we can't go back to security and upgrade a floor plan, right? Security. Let's stick our disk in the old-fashioned computer slot. Oh, God, that sound again. Okay, the boudoir has been upgraded permanently. Oh, I get to choose which of the 3 floor plans I want to upgrade to. So one that has a gem in it, one that has, is that a reroll? 2 rerolls? Or one that has 3 fruit? I think we're going to go with the rerolls. Yes. Cool, cool. And let me look at the status of the key cards while I'm here. Key card system is currently offline. Excellent. Sorry about that. Coughing. Okay. I think we're done. I don't see any more doors that I haven't used. So, I believe, whoops, we're in the let's call it a day phase. And that ends day 2. Okay, so far so good. We found 8 new rooms today, so that's good. And let's continue. So how many days is this supposed to take? How many days is a reasonable time? Do we ever run out of days? Alright. Yeah, I'm going to go the other way this time just because I keep going left, so let's go right. Let's see. Okay, parlor or a nook. A nook gives me a key, but the parlor gives me the puzzles. I think I need a key more than that this morning. I'll get my puzzles eventually. Oh, I love the stupid little parlor puzzles. Okay, let's see. Alright, we can close off this path with a storeroom, or we can open up a bedroom, or the pantry, which would also kind of close this side. Let's go to the bedroom. Alrighty. And what's in this way? Alright, so we can either take the pantry, which will which will take us down one. Sorry. We can do the guest bedroom, which will close off this path but give us more stuff, or we can do the closet. Do we want to put a last room down in that corner and get some money? Yeah, let's do that. I don't think I put a pantry in yet. Bridget, pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we've just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Okay, we got money. Ooh, and we got an apple, which gave us 2 more steps. Okay. Alright, what do we got here off the pantry? So I can hide my parlor over here, but it is going to be just off of a room with no exits. Or I can put the guest bedroom over here and not lose any doors and get 10 steps. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, do I have anything in here? I have a gem. Neato. Gem. Alright. Back around pantry. And through the other bedroom. It's nice that we have a pantry between 2 bedrooms, right? That makes absolute sense for floor plan wise. I could totally see that happening in an actual house. Alright, the parlor really wants to be had, doesn't it? The den, the parlor, commissary. Alright, let's go to the parlor. The parlor really wants to be had. We'll come over here. And we'll get our little windy key. And now let's read our boxes. Okay. This box and the white box are both empty. There is a second wind-up key in this room. The statement on the white box is true. Keys. Car keys. Interesting. I don't see a second wind-up key in this room. Do you see a second wind-up key in this room? Okay, so that is false. Which means that is also false. Which means one of the... Actually, no, sorry. Alright, so if this box and the white box are both empty, that has to be true. Because it says the white box is true. And this says that there's a second wind-up key, and we know for a fact there's not a second wind-up key. And if the white box and the black box are both empty, then the gems must be in the blue box. Yay, the gems are in the blue box. Okay. Alright. So now, moving on. Why does every room have a damn chapel in it? Every house has to have a chapel. That's the only one that's got any rooms to build off of, and hopefully I have not screwed myself horribly here. Storeroom. Or the den. Code check. I don't have an item to do it. Code check sounds like it would be a good idea, but I don't have any items right now. Alright, so the den it is, I guess. Because I want to make sure I don't block off any other doors if I can avoid it. Okay, and that's the door that goes back into there, which means this is the door. This may be a very short day. The kitchen is the only one I can do that'll have another door, and we need a door. Okay. So we don't need any food, so probably shouldn't bother to buy a banana. Alright, so yeah, the hallway is the only thing that gets us up. Man, I think I'm bad at drafting rooms today. Okay, that leads back into the chapel. So that means this is the way we want to go. Let's get a courtyard. Alright, and there are stuff to open. I don't know if I want to waste a key on that though. And I don't have a shovel today because I don't have any items today, right? I have car keys. Car keys don't help me at the moment. Alright, so let's take this one. Doo-doo-doo. Jeez. Alright, yeah, another hallway it is. Keep trying to break us off of that storeroom, aren't they? This house very much wants a storeroom right there. I don't know why the house is fighting us so hard today. Oh, billiard room. I haven't seen the billiard room before. Can we put the billiard room in here? It won't go anywhere. Crap. I've got 2 doors still. Let's try the billiard room. I'm curious about this puzzle in here. Okay, so that door is all blocked off because it doesn't go anywhere. We have a bar. Can we get a drink? No? No drinks? Nothing hidden down there? Okay. Can't drink that either, I assume. So this must be our game. Okay. So, what is our game here? Alright, so it's 11. 11? Yay, okay. So we have 4 and 10. So that's... are we adding them together, I think? Okay. So now we have 19. What do we do with 13? 19, I don't know, minus 13 maybe? Since blue is add, maybe yellow is minus. So 19 minus 13 would be 6. Ah. Okay. Now we have 10 minus 8 is 2. Shit, what's pink? 3. Well, it's got to be either multiply or divide, right? So let's say multiply. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, so that seems to be right. It seems to be multiply. So 12 minus 7 is 5 times 4 is 20. Hey, we got it. Oh, we got a key card. Nice. Okay. So that's kind of awesome. Now we're moving on to the next room. Let's look in security and see if our key cards are still stay off from day to day. I'm very curious about that. I'm very curious if since turning it off yesterday means it stays off. Nope. Crap. Okay. So let's change offline mode to unlocked, just in case I go and turn it off at some point. And let's set security level at low for funsies. Hey Ashlyn, how you doing today? Alright. And let's go back. Yep, no, backward. Exit. Okay. That's still the same memo we saw before? Is this still the same as we saw before? Yes, okay. Alright, so we can go north or right. I'm doing pretty good, recovering well from surgery. I'm able to hold the game controller while we're doing this, and it's working pretty well. I am hoping by the time Friday rolls around, I will be able to do my regular Friday night monster hunting night. So that's, yeah, it's great. And it's great. My hand is recovering so much faster than I thought it would be. Okay, let's go right. So right would be this one, I think. All right, let's use our key. Okay, what have we got? We got a spare room which leads us straight through. The commissary takes us to stuff we can't buy because we can't afford anything. Launder currency. What does that do for us? But there's no room, no way out of it. And no gem. So, alright, spare room it is. Nothing in here still. Okay. Okay, we don't have any gems, so we can't go into the observatory. So I can either go into... These are all going to be dead-end rooms. So I can either go to the storeroom to get an extra key and stuff, or go in the breaker box to turn off the key card security. Let's get the storeroom. Because I've got a key card, so I don't think we need to turn off the key card security today. That is a big chess pawn. Alright, let's see. Okay, where are we going now? So the only way to go... Oh, we got two ways still. We got the courtyard, and then we've got the other way out of security. Okay, so let's go back this way. And take the other path out of security. And see where that leads us. Okay, well, I do have a gem now, so we can go to the commissary, which the commissary would give us a way out. Yeah, let's go there. Okay. We can't actually buy anything. We don't have enough money. Are the notes still the same? Notes are still the same. Are the things on sale still the same? Ooh, no, we can buy a gem or a salt shaker. Metal detector. We can't afford any of those, but we can afford a gem if we wanted to buy one. Yes. Just so that now we have a gem if we need to draft a room that requires a gem. Kind of like right here. This observatory is the only one that we've got that has a way through that we can afford. So we're going in here. Never been in the observatory before. What's this say? The fixed stars. Alright. This book contains a complete star base, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending upon the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible. Alright, so this book will help us... Oh, neat. So, if we, depending upon what we can see, we can get stuff. Cool, cool. So, what can we see? Can we see anything? Looks like probably not. Where's the opening? It looks like it's nowhere near the opening, and I don't think we can turn it that way, can we? Let's see. Okay, let's see if we can turn it the other way. So you gain an extra level every time you come in here, so I think that we just can't get... We can't actually look out the stars yet. It looks like we're stuck. Yeah, okay, so we'll need another observatory to be able to look out the stars. Okay. Well, we do have a room out, though. With a locked door. Alright. Okay, looks like the boudoir is going to be our only room that has a way out. So, boudoir it is. Okay, we're making a much more haphazard looking house this time, aren't we? Oh my. Okay, so this has the 2 dice in it to re-roll. Because that was our boudoir upgrade. And let's roll. Let's see what we got. Coat check. I could put an item in here and retrieve it on a different day. What items do I have right now? I have the key card. That might not be a bad idea. Yeah, let's do that. Let's check the key card, because I think I'll need that, or should I check the car keys? Let's check the key card. I think that may be more important than the car keys. Okay, and we can retrieve the any time that we have a coat check in the house. Cool. So that's a way to let me kind of keep an item, sort of. Those are pretty shoes. I like those. Okay, so now we have to go back to where I have an open door to continue, which is the courtyard here. Looks like. Alright, so we're going to go back to the courtyard, and that's going to be my last open door, so we'll see if we get anything off of there. Okay, which way out of here? Straight. Alright. Straight, and then to the right, into the courtyard. Hi, courtyard. And we have a door. Ooh, a dark room. That's a room we haven't done. Oh, we have car keys. Oh, but we don't have any gems. Crap. That sucks. Okay. don't have gems for any of those. Let's try one more reroll. Alright, we don't have a gem. Okay, it looks like this is probably the end of our run, so let's take the bunk room, I guess. Crap. But there's bananas in here. So yay, we have plenty of steps, we just don't have any more doors. I don't think. Let's see, do we have any more doors? Nope, we do not have any more doors. Alright, well, we checked our card, so I think we call it a day. And we'll go from there. Call it. Alright, and before we start the next day, I need to take a quick break. So I will be right back. I am muted. Man. Alright. Maybe I should have gone ahead and taken the pain meds. But yeah, no, I've been reading to you guys. Yeah, anyway. Sorry about that, guys. I just didn't unmute when I came back. Okay, so Marion dropped her publisher after her fellow colleague Caleb got arrested, who was her mentor and friend, and she is the third author to distance herself from the publisher. Okay. Scene is the corner, suspicious bag. Weird. Okay. Next page, there's another page. Cool. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 5:45 Friday evening getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned but have not deemed it foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. Okay, so our mom is missing. That's not cool. Priceless jewels stolen. Let's see. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Ares have broken into one of the crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted outside of those circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have spotted in virtually every corner of museum grounds dredging for clues. Let's see. The museum authorities said they were alerted by masked intruders, seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. They broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although the official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the ruby crown of Orinda Ares, a priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to its historic value. If these rumors are true, evidence may suggest the theft was politically motivated. Huh. Alright. I wonder if the gems we're finding all over our house are related to this. Right? Okay. So that's a big info dump here in the archive. Okay, so since the weight room took all of my freaking steps for the day, we're going to have to, just kind of guess. Looks like we can go in any direction, but I don't think we're going to be able to see the rooms that we're drafting. So let's see what we got. Oh, I can't see that one. So if I take the hallway that goes up and down, yeah, let's go with that. Lots of hallways. Okay, do we want to go? Okay, let's go to this up room right here next to the furnace. It's going to be a dead-end room. It's a dead-end room, so let's pick the laboratory, just for funsies, I guess. Yeah, it's a bathroom. Still a bathroom. Still nothing interesting in it. Okay. Okay, we got utility closet, or kitchen, or an archive. Kitchen will give us room. Let's see what's our archived plan. Ooh, is this a... What is that, the boudoir? This is the boudoir. Alright, so we got dice, which gives us some rerolls. Oh, we've got a picture over there. I don't remember seeing this picture last time. It's a Christmas picture. Alright. There's a safe. Somebody got a safe for Christmas. Nice. Alright. I don't know what this is supposed to mean, really. So. Let's see. Anything else in here? Nope. Alright, let's take this room. What do we got? Oh, we got the aquarium again. The aquarium was a fun room. Let's see. The billiard room. The aquarium will get us over to the middle there. We're running out of spaces. We've locked ourselves off from the top. We've got the hallway all the way up there. Let's see. The gem gives us a room of every color, but the billiard room will give us the probably the key again. Maybe it gives us something different. But it locks us out of those middle rooms. Let's go to the aquarium. Okay. Let me guess. This room over here is where... Ooh, what's that? That is something? A broken lever. Nice. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to use a broken lever for, but I want it. Is this locked? No, this is not locked. Okay, this is the center there. So that doesn't give me a door. That doesn't give me a door. And that costs a gem. Utility closet it is. Okay, breaker. Let's turn the gymnasium off. Screw the gymnasium. Turn the dark room on. Turn the garage on. Stupid gymnasium. Let's leave the keycard system on because we haven't turned it off. And we haven't unlocked it. And if we turn it off, it'll be locked. Alright. Then the only way else to go down here is we can take the door down to the coat check to grab our key card. Let's do that because I want to put that lever in the coat check. So I want to retrieve our item. Actually, can we check multiple items? No. Okay. So let's retrieve our key card. And now let's check the broken lever. Because I'm betting that lever is more important than the key card. Alright, we have 13 steps left. And we have to go all the way back up to that hallway to keep building. Not entirely sure if we can get all the way back up there, but I'm willing to try. Actually, I guess we could build off of the archives, couldn't we? Okay. So let's go up there. Through the boudoir. Right, the boudoir to the hall. Back over to the archive. Okay, we are definitely going to run out of steps soon. I don't have any gems or keys, so let's go. What's in here? This is the bunk room, I guess, right? There's bananas, give me steps, cool. That's helpful, right? Anything else down there? Is that a lockpick set down there? Can I use it? No, I can't? Of course not. That would make sense. Just let me take it. That's not fair. I should be able to take that lockpick set. Ooh, we've got... There we go. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. So apparently, our older brother did not like us. Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. Okay, so we were a bit of a dick as a kid. Got it? I also had more fun at camp than he has had in his entire life. Wow. Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back, and if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing about me, and today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book even though he is older. He is a crybaby. Jeez. Today is a good day because my brother returns from college and I finally get to return to him the book I took from him a long time ago. Hopefully you'll find it as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I still would rather have had a sister. Congrats on the diploma and welcome home. Man, Simon was a dick. Okay, how is that hamster still alive? I'm glad it is and all, but that's weird, right? Okay, if I go in the gym, it's gonna take all my frickin' steps again. No? Only when you draft it? Sweet. Okay, that door is locked. I don't have any keys, so back into the dark room. And then through the passageway. Actually, the lights are back on in here. Is there something I can see now? Ooh, yes, there is. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark to keep an eye on that. Okay, what's the photo? Looks like there's a gate off of a courtyard or something. Alright. Is that what that looks like? That's a lockpick kit. Unfortunately, that's not going to help me with only 11 steps left. Okay. Lots of photos. And the maids. Lots of pictures of the maids. Weird. Alright, there's our uncle. Taking selfies, I guess? Okay, there's that picture of that same gate again. Not sure why that picture is different from the other one. More pictures of the maids. Okay, I'm sure there's a puzzle here that I'm just not getting. Picture of the camera. Okay. I can't read what it says on the... I don't have the magnifying glass. I bet this would be a good place to have the magnifying glass, right? Does that seem like about the right thing? Can we read the ones that are hanging? No. But yeah, no, this seems like it would have been a good room to have a magnifying glass in. Okay, so I'm gonna go up and through the bedroom. Okay, and which way do I want to go? I don't have any keys, so this way. These were both locked, weren't they? Crap. Okay, so those are both locked, which means I think I'm done for the day. I can't draft any more rooms. Can't unlock anything else. Oh wait, I've got lockpicks, don't I? Hold on. Let's try to use our lockpicks, shall we? So can I try to use my lockpick kit? No, I can't pick the door, it's locked. Alright. How about the one on the other end? Can I use the lockpicks there? Oh, I can pick the lock on this one. Let's take the archive plans. What does this give us? We got a west wing hallway. It's boarded up. Got it. Can I use my lockpick kit? I can. Let's see. This is a room that's gonna... Alright, let's just get 5 steps. Oh, I can't. I don't have gems. Then let's just get the archive room. Ooh, it's a mailroom. And I've placed an order, apparently. Okay, not sure what's going on in the mailroom, but it seems like something I ought to know. This is a letter to me from my dad. Hey buddy, how's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be scared being alone for all this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and the opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage packing the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate, but with all the preparations, I'm not sure I'll make the time. There's so much I want to say to you, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you the pillowcase, and hold on a second, I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think that you might be a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do both of us a favor and be excited. That house is really amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before your trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliched expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator, Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night and don't spend all your time playing with dirigiblocks. Alright. That's nice. Dad liked us. It's always nice when your family likes you. Anything else in here that we can pick up or read? Lots of mailboxes. Utility room fuse box indicator. More instructions will be sent by electronic mail. Okay, so press any button to activate the blue. Press a blue to activate, plus blue next to a red to activate purple. And all 5 purple indicates are needed to activate the 6th. So we need to do all the purples. That seems unfortunate. What's the other note here say? Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravane to sender as he is no longer employed. Alright. Good to know. Okay, and that's the only room off of here, right? Yep. Alright, let's go up. We're almost out of steps for the day, so we're just kind of calling it a night here. Don't have any gems, so workshop it is. Seems like a bad time of day to get the workshop, though. Oh, it's the music again. horseshoe. A yardstick, and there's the sledgehammer. Can I pick up the yardstick too? No? So I could combine something to create a new item. I'm not sure I want to combine things here to create a new item. Out of curiosity, though, what happens when you try to use a key card and a lockpick kit can't? Okay, how about a sledgehammer and a lockpick kit? No. Alright, so we can't actually combine any of the items I have. That's fine. Ooh, key card. Neat. Archived plan. Ooh, freezer. Cool, cool, cool. Can we get the key? Or no, because it's too cold. There's all kinds of stuff in the freezer here that I don't think we can take out. I wonder if we can turn the freezer off. Oh, the amounts will not reset at the end of the day, and they cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. Neat. So I'm going to still have 4 coins tomorrow. Okay, that's kind of cool. But I think I'm done in here. And that means I'm done for the day. So we'll call it a day. Call it. Okay, that's neat. We've found a bunch more new rooms. So 8 new rooms today. Save and continue. Alright, now we're on day 5. Okay, we had a package today. Not here, apparently. Can we see the... Huh. That's not that gate we saw earlier, right? I don't even know if I can go over here, but let's find out. Can we open here? It's locked. Okay, so I can't get out on the grounds. It's worth a shot, right? I don't know what we have to do to unlock the grounds, but we haven't done it yet. Okay. I don't see a package by the door for me. So that feels like I got ripped off there. Okay. Let's see. Bedroom. So things like the boxes don't seem to regenerate when you after you've opened them. Oh, the mailroom. Package has been delivered. Yeah, okay. Ooh, a compass, sleeping mask, and keys. Neat. So let's pick those up. Okay, and more keys. Alright, this is a good day. This is a good start. Alright. I got 5 steps for coming in here with the sleeping mask. Neat. Alright, let's go ahead and take the center door this time. Take the parlor so we can get some gems. Okay, what do we got? The gems are in a box that is actually blue. There's nothing. The gems are in a box with the word blue on it. Alright, well, those could both be true. And that doesn't have anything, so would that be the gems are in the blue box? No. Oh, man. That sucks. Alright, well, we don't get any gems today. Boo. Okay, let's go hallway. Let's go south and get this door done before we'll... Okay, let's go gem. Okay, let's get our gem. Okay, so that's the main hall, that's that, and then we want to go to that room, right? Because that's the only other room we have. Yep. Okay, we can get our coat check. Yeah, let's do that. And we'll pick up our coat check item. We need to remember to save enough steps to get back down here and put an item back in coat check. Okay, now which way? Hallway up. Okay, hallway up. Let's see. Corridor or security or the pantry. Security gives us extra doors, so let's go ahead and take it. Nothing new in here. Let's turn off the key cards while I'm thinking about it. Okay, online unlocked. Okay. And is there anything in here in the inventory? Nope. Alright. Everything's been picked up. Okay. Oh, the sound of the old tape decks. Okay. So let's take the room over here. Do we want the storeroom or the nook? Let's go with the nook because it gives us more doors. More doors, always better. Like the chess pieces just kind of sitting around everywhere in the house. It's all decorative large chess pieces. Okay, I don't have a gem, so I can either go for the corridor or I can go for the pantry. Let's go for the corridor. Walking down the hallway, looking for stuff. No stuff to find. Alright, so I don't have a secret passage. I can do the breaker box. God, this may be a short day, or I can do the chapel. go ahead and do the chapel, I guess. Man, take my money away. Stupid church. Let's use a key. I have plenty of those today. Alright, let's go ahead and do the breaker box this time. Let's turn the keycard system off. So, okay, so I turned all those green, turn it blue. Okay. Alright, so the idea would be to get all of them. I don't want to play with this right now. Oh wait, hold on. I do want to look at the other lights. I want to turn the garage light on. And turn the gymnasium off. I would prefer to not have all of my steps taken away if I can avoid it. Okay. And losing our money going back through the chapel, of course. Okay, so pantry, the gymnasium will let me go both ways. Commissary, I don't have the gems for. Gonna have to lose our steps to go into the gymnasium. Ugh. Yuck. Okay, we got basketballs in here. And the lights are off because I turned the lights off. Okay. Let's go as far north as we can. Woohoo. We may have reached as far north as we can. I want gems, so let's take this. Not finding any locked doors today now that I have keys. That's unfortunate. Oh, there we go. A locked door. Billiard room would block me off, and I wouldn't have any other doors. That would be the last door. So I can't do that. The drawing room does that too, though. I guess this is probably the end of today. Huh. Alright, well, then let's look at the billiard room and see what's in our puzzle today. Well, there's money. That's not going to help me any, but hey, I'd take it. Okay, so that is 10. Okay. Alright, 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 7 is 14. Okay, 12 minus 5 is 7, minus 4 is 3. 14 minus 7 is 7, times 2 is 14. Jesus. Okay, 3 minus 1 is 2, times 8 is 16. And there's a key card, so it's always the key card in here. Good to know. Alright, so we're gonna go put something back in the coat check room because we're locked out of everything else now, so we just need to get back down to coat check. Alright, Yeah, locked out of everything else. Yep, okay, so down through the gym. Alright. No, that's the wrong way. Oh, wait, there's only the way I can get in here. Alright, and then through the chapel. Right? Yep. Yes, yes, take my money. Okay, then down the corridor. Around the nook. Right, that's the only other door I can get out of security. Yep. Okay. Alright. Hallway into the den. And over to code check, which is this room on this end. Alright, well, this was a short day. Which item should we code check? We have a compass. We have a sleeping mask. We have the broken lever still. We have a key card. I'm thinking the broken lever. I don't know what it goes to, but it seems important. Alright, and then I guess we end our day because there's nothing else to do today. Oh, roar. Stretch my arm a little bit while we're saving. Sorry, my arm is starting to get sore from sitting here. I think I've got at least another day left in me, though. Let's try at least one more day. Alright, looking around. Still don't see anything interesting out here. Everything in here looks all the same. Let's go right today. Let's see, dining room, hallway. Let's go for the hallway. And this is the last, this is the end, so parlor, that's a pretty good, yeah, that's a nice placement. Okay, let's see if I can get the gems today, because I am not gonna do it wrong this time. Ooh, there is a magnifying glass though, we're gonna pick that up. Okay. So, this box is the middle box. That's false. The gems are in the middle box. This box is the middle box. Okay, so those are both false, which means that one has to be true, right? Because this is the only box. I mean, the other two are definitely not the middle box. Excellent. I got him today. Yay. Okay. So let's go. Alright, so we can go in the veranda, which will use both of our gems. Or we can go in the storeroom, or we can create a hallway up with the spare room. Let's save our gems, because who knows when we'll need them. Still nothing in here. And we're going to have to go to the drawing room, or we're going to be locked into... That's it. Let's go to the drawing room. Let's keep as many doors today as we can. So we'll be able to redraw plans coming out of here, which is nice. Anything else in here today? Nope. Okay, so this will be going up. Alright, I hate the chapel with a passion. So, guest bedroom to get a bunch of extra steps. Or other bedroom to give us an extra door. Let's go in here. Okay. Pantry or the nook. Both of those go up, or the nursery is going to be a dead end. But we'd gain 5 steps every time we drafted a bedroom. Okay, let's go here and get the key. Still don't see anything actually we can look at with our magnifying glass or anything. I'd like to get back in the dark room. Let's see. Ooh, I've never seen a laboratory. Do we want the laboratory? Do we want the courtyard? We don't want the gym, probably. We haven't done a laboratory before, so let's do that. Surely there's something interesting in here. Ooh, cool. Okay, well, I don't need that right now. Get that out of the way. Okay. I typically work over at Cinca Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I've been unable to find the laboratory on this estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be greatly appreciated. Kimberly Thompson. Yeah, if we could figure out how to pull up a laboratory every time, that'd be friggin' awesome. Let's see. Alright, so this would be how to melt the freezer. So everything thaws right below room temperature, which makes sense. Let's see. I mean, I wouldn't expect it any other way, right? Would you? Can't look in our microscopes or anything? No? Okay. Right, the computer terminal. What's in this computer terminal? Different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last till the end of the day. Okay. Immediately add. Huh. Interesting. Sure. Lose 10 steps and add 20 gold. Yes. And now I've got that, and I've got money. Experiment successful. Cool. Research logs. Okay, the day after an experiment has been performed. Got it. Okay, I don't know the passwords, so I can't log into the system. Okay. Unless somebody put the password on a sticky note on top of it. No? That would be too easy. Periodic table of elements has numbers. Okay. Why are we magnifying? Okay, that's weird. I have to actually hold Y down to use it. No? Okay, I give up. Not sure why it's numbered, but okay. Okay, these are numbers. Got it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got it. And then this is okay, so one is PA, two is two is in, I don't remember what comes between phosphorus and stuff, and I can't read it. Okay, hold on. Can we flip the switches? No power. Okay, so we're trying to turn something on. So we're trying to spell something, maybe? Okay, this is confusing. Yay for confusion. Okay, so if you're trying to spell something, trying to find any vowels. T-E. F-U-P-U. Oh, it's P-U, not P-A. P-A is 7. I don't know. Path is 4, 7. What does that give me? Hold on. Nope. Okay, I want to turn them all back off. No? Okay. Not path. Alright, I don't know what we're trying to do here. And it is frustrating. Because it doesn't have 12, it only has 10. Right? Yeah. There's only 10. I'm just out of curiosity, what happens if I flip them all up? Probably nothing. Nothing. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what needs to go happen here, so I'm going to move on at the moment because I don't want to spend forever trying to... I have to think about that. And come back to it, maybe. Pantry it is. Alright, monies and an apple. I have lots of monies. I need a commissary. Oh, but I need a gem. Damn it. Alright, well, there's a storeroom. I can get a gem, and now I can get a commissary next time. I'm gonna have to do some research off stream as to what the laboratory puzzle is because it is confusing to me and frustrating. But it looks like I have to go all the way back down to the drawing room in order to get to our next room. Oh, there's a die. A reroll. I did not see that when we came through here the first time. Huh. Alright, to the drawing room. Okay. Let's go back to the observatory. Okay, now we're at 2. So can we get up to the... Can we see the... Are we high enough yet to get to the... Doesn't look like it. Maybe? Nope. Not yet. Maybe another one? Alright, so we'll need to get it. We'll need to draft this room again sometime. Boudoir is... Probably should have looked to see if I had extra doors. I have 3 rerolls now, though. And I don't have a way out because I didn't look to see what was going on. Crap. Okay, so I need to go back down into the hallway over to the entrance hall. Okay. Yep, spare room to the parlor. And that boudoir just screwed up everything, didn't it? Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put a guest bedroom here. Okay. Oh, we got a compass too. So I think once we get the items in the house, then we find them more often. Because I found like 2 of the items that were in our package. Okay, I don't want the coat check because I want a room that has an exit. So I want the den. Yeah, I want the den. Okay. We'll get our gem. What else is in here? Anything else in here? Don't see anything. Okay, let's go over to the end. Ooh, get the commissary. I've got a gem. Okay, now in the commissary we can buy stuff. I have a ton of money. I wonder what the metal detector gets us. How many gems can we buy? I wonder what the salt shaker gets us. Oh, nice, okay. One more gem, just for fun. And a salt shaker. What does that give us? Whenever we eat food, we gain an extra step. Nice! Okay. Cool. This was a good trip to the commissary. Alright. Let's go to the courtyard. Ah, got the sledgehammer. Okay, are there any trunks in here I can open? I don't have a shovel this time, so that's upsetting. Okay, let's see, what do we got? We're going that way. I don't want the corridor. I guess I have to do that friggin' chapel. Stupid chapel. Take my last gold. Okay, that way goes into the room we've already been in, and this way goes up. Go back in the dark room. I don't think the lights are turned on to the dark room, though. But if we go in the dark room and we get the lights, then we can, like, stare at all those pictures with our magnifying glass. Of course. Okay, so we're looking for... Let's go this way. Maybe we can find the breaker box. Can't see. Let's see what that is. Closet. Okay. So the closet is supposed to have 2 items, so there's that. And what's our other item? Only 1 item in here? Okay, that's a rip. Unless the sneakers are the item? The sneakers are the item. What does the sneakers give us? Nice. Okay. I got so many items this time that we are not going to be able to keep any of them. That's disheartening. Furnace room. Alright. Nothing in here. Alright, so hopefully I will find a breaker room and I can use the... Alright, so now we're gonna go back this way and go up. Let's do a redraw. Let's see. Let's do the West Wing Hall, I guess. I'm gonna find something in here. Ooh. Staff notice. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice while the floor plans associated with the wing have not been removed from the pool. We ask staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Huh. Okay, where's the... I don't understand. Ah, there's a gold coin down there. Got it. Okay. Alright, if we go to coat check, that's going to be the end of our run. Actually, I guess all of these will be the end of our run if we don't redraw. Let's try to redraw. Ooh, the garage. I have not gone to the garage yet, so let's... That may be the end of our draw too, but let's try the garage. Keys. Okay, there's a car, but I don't have the car keys at the moment, do I? Well, hell. Christoph, this is the 3rd time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you've been driving for his lordship if your absences must be accounted for. Mrs. Babbage. Can't take the car anywhere? can't open the garage door. Alright, I don't have the car keys, so I can't do that. Huh. Alright. So I guess our day is over. Yep, it would appear that our day has ended. Alright. Well, I guess that's that. We had so many items today. Do we want to go... Oh, we don't have a coat check. Never mind. Alright, call it. Alright, so... I don't think I can make another round through. My arm is starting to bother me, and since I haven't taken any pain meds for it yet today, I probably need to go take a pill and get a fresh ice pack. So, I think I will take tomorrow off, and, let's see. Yeah, I think I'll take tomorrow off, and I will come back on, tomorrow's Wednesday, so I'll be back on Thursday. And on Thursday, we will either continue Black Prince, or we might try some hunting. I do want to get further with Black Prince. I'm very, very curious about this game. It's gotten my imagination here. I know doesn't seem like it's super entertaining to watch, but it is really fun to play. So, I mean, there's that. Okay, I guess that's it for today. Let's see, who can we raid today? There's not very many of us today. A lot of people playing Blueprints, surprisingly, still. I wouldn't have thought there'd be so many people still playing Blueprints. Let's see, who am I following? Ooh. Lil Pocky VT is playing Dead by Daylight. Let's try that. That looks interesting. Alright, so we'll go head over there, and yeah, I will see you guys on Thursday. I appreciate you guys coming out to watch, and you guys have a good night, okay? Thanks.